Hello and happy Monday, rock stars. Yes, I am talking to you. You are watching this video because you are trying to learn a little bit more about music to enrich a child's life. It might be your own child, it might be a child at your school, it might be a group of children, but you're taking the time to watch this and I really appreciate it. And I hope you have fun today with this Monday Music Minute or 8. I wanted to talk to you about something that I saw this week that I absolutely adored. So many of you know that I run a 4410 program through the New York State Department of Education. And in one of my integrated preschool rooms, I saw just the most wonderful thing. We have a wonderful teacher, and the unit that they are diving into this month is all about music, which is wonderful for me. And so, being that we are affiliated with the Department of Education for New York State, there are certain standards that we absolutely must follow, and for pre-kindergarten. And one of those things is shapes and recognitions, which many of you are doing in your preschool rooms. So this teacher was doing a wonderful activity where she was incorporating many different concepts. She was playing music that they loved, where the kids got to dance around the room, and then when the music stopped, they had to listen, right? So that's auditory processing, and then practicing impulse control, and they had to stop and get on a shape, and they would find the shape, and then they would look down and identify the shape. A wonderful, wonderful activity because they're moving, they're doing music, and yet we're still doing academics. So I love it. However, many of the children in my program have difficulty with verbalizing. They also have difficulty with receptive language. So as they were doing this amazing activity, and I can't say enough how wonderful it was. So if you're watching, my teacher there, you know who you are, and I absolutely adored it. But one of the things that we started doing as the kids are dancing around is taking it to the next step, which this is kind of what this Music Minute's always about, right? Is how can we do more? How can we level up? How can we take it to the next step? We scaffold, my favorite thing. So I wanted to clue you in on this wonderful little phrase that you can use for anything, and it's this: stop, look down. What do you see? I see blah, blah, blah looking at me. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense that a shape is not going to be looking at you, but it kind of is, right? But you can use this for anything. Stop. Look up. What do you see? I see a light bulb looking at me. You can do it for cleanup time. You can do it to catch attention when things are kind of spiraling out of control, right? And all the kids are kind of amping up, and you can go over next to one and say, stop, look down. What do you see? I see a mysterious alien looking at me. Look over there, and then lead the group next over there. So in this particular activity, I sang it, and we said, stop, look down. What do you see? I see a triangle looking at me. And then the next time that they stopped, we did a stop, look down. What do you see? I see a, and we waited. And that's what got them to say the word. So that's what worked in my setting. That may not be where your children are in their setting. It may not be where your child is at home, but using music to draw attention to something, and using this little phrase that is easily rhymed, what do you see looking at me? You can use it for anything. And when in doubt, use music. So that's our Monday Music Minute this week. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you use it in your classroom. I challenge you to try and incorporate it in as many different ways as you possibly can, and then come back and then write it in the comments and tell me how you used it. Or if it didn't go that well, tell me why, and I will fix it for you. I promise you I will. So until next week, rock stars, Rock on.